Hi, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura coming to you live from Facebook Live and Blog Talk Radio. So happy to be here with all of you. Tonight, I just don't feel like doing my prepared focus subject. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if somebody shows up on Facebook, and I'm gonna ask them to create a subject they want to know something about. That's what I'm going to do for our focus subject. Right now, I have nobody from Facebook. So if anybody can see me on Facebook and you're listening on Spirit Medium Laura Facebook, you can put the subject you want to talk about. If I don't get anybody from Facebook to do that, then I'll just open a line and I'll take a wild card on a subject to talk about this evening. So think about that, percolate on that. Meanwhile, I'm just going to do a couple of housekeeping things. As you know, oh, there is somebody watching. As you know, this show is done live Monday nights. What's that all about? Some kind of weird thing on the screen with Facebook. This show is done live on Facebook as well as Blog Talk Radio Monday evenings at 7 p.m. It goes live. That's Eastern Time. So, of course, translate that to your respective area. At 6:45, I start pre-screening the calls. So if you're having trouble getting in, you can either make a donation or you can call in early or you can do both. And so the place to make a donation, hi there, beautiful heart. Somebody's sending me a beautiful heart. That would be Cindy. Thank you, Cindy. So if you want to make a donation, which I call the 8 No Wait, it may turn into a different number because we're getting so many people to the show. It's getting almost impossible for me. Well, I can't get to everybody. That goes without saying. But in any event, it's called the 8 No Wait right now. The 8 No Wait. And if you have an urgent matter, just can't wait, donate 8 and whoop, you'll jump the gate. And you can do that at the website for the show, which is spiritmediumtv.com. So you can make a donation there. It's only $8, goes to help animals. I have already 3 donations this evening, not to encourage that because I want to get to people who have not made a donation as well. I try to get to the phone lines, but right now I have way more people than I can get to be honest with you. If I'm doing real readings, I don't do cards. Okay, I'm not doing cards. I'm working with spirit. I'm hearing them speak through me. Your guides or angels, whatever you want to call them, and sometimes your loved ones in the spirit realm. So that's what I do. You know, it's not a surface interface. It goes a little bit deeper. There on spiritmediumtv.com, you can also get the free for me. That would be a third more time added to your reading with me, your private session with me. Now, I'm not begging you for a session. I'm just letting you know it's there. I get more than enough people to work with. You know, when you're on point for what you're supposed to do in life, you should have no problem with prosperity, Cindy. So we'll probably be talking about that with Cindy. But when you are on point with what you're supposed to be doing, you're sort of led, guided, you go into a state of non-resistance. And actually what I am going to do, since, actually this is kind of weird. The subject today in the newsletter was about this. And then my first donation from Cindy, thank you, honey. The first donation from Cindy is something to do with finances, but the answer about finance, I'm going to use this as our subject tonight, our focus subject. So I already told you can get a third more time free in your reading if you use the free for me. It's described at spiritmediumtv.com. I already told you can make a donation. That's at spiritmediumtv.com. And I already told you can watch this live on Facebook. Dealing with a really weird haircut. You can laugh at me if you'd like. That's always a lot of fun. And now I'm going into what I call the focus subject, and then I will go to our phone lines. So the focus subject this evening is how to be on point for yourself so you experience prosperity. I have decided to do something I call joy coaching, which is an adjunct. It's a psychic service, but it's done a different way of developing you from a problem to a prosperous state, a problematic to a prosperous state through alignment with your intuitive self. Okay? So, and then going to a state of being in your life where you're in alignment with your essence, you're in alignment with your authentic self. And there's only one thing that can come from authenticity, and that is prosperity, being guided, getting hunches, getting more in touch with what you want to do, being at the right place at the right time, having a sense of what you really want at a soul level so that your prayers are more readily answered. There's this little thing we have called an ego, and some people use it as an acronym for edging God out. Okay? So if you're running around allowing your ego in control and you've sort of cut the connection with higher source, with power, with divine wisdom, with guidance, if you're running around in an earthbound state of fear, uncertainty, doubt, pessimism, negativity, anger, insecurity, all those negative things, you can release a lot of that, ask to open up, and then vibrate at that higher frequency where guidance comes in. I'm going to give you a really simple example of this, but it's kind of profound. It's, I hope that this makes it clear in a succinct and simple way. There is I believe a Russian psychologist in the past who came up with this idea of flow, F-L-O-W. And I want you to think of the Olympics for a second. You notice in the Olympics, people are always breaking world records. When you think about it, how could they break another record? I mean, aren't humans sort of have a ceiling on what they can do? How can a record keep being broken, right? Well, belief systems, right? Training, all these things have to go into it. Visualizing success. If you were a coach of an athlete, you'd be doing all this with them. But once you get all the tools in place, once you have trained considerably, you have done visualization exercises of yourself being successful, perhaps in beating a world record at running for speed. When you get to the start line and the beginning of the race starts, bing, 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 bing. What happens then is when our preparedness reaches our opening to something bigger, we go to a state of breaking records, of creating a new reality. When an athlete breaks a record, they've just created a new reality. In other words, they've broken what everyone thought was the best that could be done. So in life, we can enter this state of flow in a different way. Of course, we're not athletes necessarily, but if we want to improve our performance, we could design our flow. We can work on ourselves so we go to a state of flow. And my easiest way to get there is through meditation. But there are, I have 4 steps, L-O-V-E, see, how am I doing this? L-O-V-E, oh, yeah, it looks good on the screen. But L stands for let go of your problems. Letting go in meditation is a great way to let go of trying to control things. O of the word love stands for open to what you really want in life. Maybe you can do some journaling on that after you've done a meditation. What do I really, 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 really want? What's racking me every day that makes my heart ache? That's a clue to you that's there for you, that your soul wants it. V is vibrational alignment with that desire. You might have heard of vision boards to see pictures of what you want, and you look at it every day. You can also do other things like creative visualization or going into a deep meditative state and visualizing it. It's self-hypnosis is what the V is for vibrational alignment with what you want. And then the E of the word love and the process stands for engage the flow. That's when you have the flow. You have flow when you let go. You have flow when you open up to what you really want. You have flow when you vibrationally align with it through visualization exercises. And then you engage flow. Flow is an intuitive state that breaks the barriers of physical limitations in your life. Okay? And another word to say that is transcendence. So if you want to transcend, go to flow. This is all described on my website. If you go to spiritmediumtv.com, which is the website for this show, you will see the menu at the top, and there will be a word joy, J-O-Y. It's all described there, what I just said. Hopefully you'll like it. I also do joy coaching as part of my service, which is an intuitive psychic thing, but also it is a coaching process. So I'm taking psychic work to a different level. It's like a psychic coaching, where I don't just give you an answer. I'm helping you as an intermediary to God, to spirit, to develop yourself as well, which is not something new. I mean, I've had it around. I've classes. I wrote a book on this. I have classes on it, but now I've created a coaching program on it. And thank you for the pretty little hearts, whoever's doing that. I appreciate that. Makes me feel good. You know, us psychics, sometimes we don't get any love. I'll tell you a quick story, and then I'm going to go to the meditation, the phone line. Today, I had a client. I think he's calling me again. I had a client. First thing he says is, you know, Laura, last time I worked with you, you told me I was going to meet someone, and I met that someone, but it was a bad experience. Are you working with evil forces and power? I was like, oh God, are you kidding me? Anyway, that kind of like really gets me upset when people don't have faith in the work I do, because I come from integrity. I come from being as ethical as possible. I mean, I'm human, you know, like everyone else. There are times when I make mistakes. I'm not perfect, but I do try to have quality in the work I do and come from a good place. Okay. So that's why I don't edge God out here. God is part of the work. I believe that I'm working with divine forces, divine information. Okay, so what we're going to do now is a prayer, energy connection, a meditation prayer, energy connection, and I will go first to Cindy, who is the first donator today, and then I will go to Bobby and make another donation, and if I can find Judy, I will include her as she is making a donation as well. Okay. And so everybody listening, if you'd like to participate, sit back in your respective location. Uncross your arms and legs. Start to breathe from your abdomen, allowing yourself to get very light and relaxed. Breathing in deeply. And on the exhale, letting go of any and all tension, any and all misery, any and all negativity. Breathing in again. When you're ready, starting to focus on your issues today for spirit. If you're wanting an other side connection, please call in your loved one or loved ones as well. While you do that, I will invoke the master prayer. I will be back in a second. Now, on your next exhale of breath, please release into your space your energy, and I will connect this. One moment, please. Okay, going to Cindy at 954. Hold on. There she is. Thank you, Cindy, for letting me know about the mistake with the donation button. That was very helpful. How are you this evening?
How are you, Laura?
I'm great, darling. And also thank you for your donation, which goes to the charity, which is helping animals, dogs in particular, but cats as well. It's a local one. I like to do local because I feel there's less loss of the money. It goes directly to the cause. In any event, let's go to you. So you had a question here about financial situation. I want you to ask it now without giving me background, please, and I will focus.
Well, life is wonderful,
Good.
but I'd like to know if there's an opportunity for financial gain that would allow me to do what I truly in my heart want to do.
Right, let's see what we get here. There's always opportunity everywhere. And as you know, we're creating our reality every moment, right? You know that. Okay. So this is going to help with your belief systems. Up in North Carolina. You have to work very hard on what you're trying to do before it will come to you. At least this is the fear that you have, is it's a lot of hard work to finally get through with what you really want to do. It's like going through the eye of a needle or the eye of an obstacle, if you will. But it will come to you over time. We, as your guides, want to help you make it easier. We want to make it easier for you and not create so much stress around the situation, so much resistance from those around you that seem to be holding you back a lot from doing this thing that you truly want to do. And I hear words like you're stressing, you're wasting your energy, you're dispersing your energy, just focus on day-to-day life, do what's in front of you, not what you dream about. These kind of seems to be people are saying this. People that love you or think they love you, telling you not to follow your heart or your dream, but you have to, you have to. So we're going to try to give you an idea too quickly of what's the best way to do that. Oh, interesting. Do you wear something around your neck all the time that's a symbol of the thing you want to do? That's a very good thing for you to do. It offers karmic relief from belief systems that hold you back. It is good. It's a symbol. And it is going to be the thing they're saying, hold it like a chalice in your hand when you pray, praying about what you truly want to do. Be open and expectant to surprises, one could call miracles or just unexpected opportunities. Something about the excavation site where you buried many of your memories needs to be retrieved now. You need to open up the artifacts of your past and bring them forth. Dust them off, clean them out, put them on your, this is going to sound weird, Cindy, but maybe it won't. Put them out on your altar for you to magnify results. Follow them every day. Look at them every day. Focus on what you want in a three-dimensional way. In other words, make your ideas three-dimensional. Put them on instead of a vision board, they have an altar, okay, for you, right? Put them out and visualize or be around it every day. Look at it, visualize it, and say it to yourself over and over again. The money then will come in faster than before. Let not any defeat stop you. It is only an illusion. All things are on the table for you, excuse the pun, when you place them on the table. Now, do you understand what I mean by an altar? Create an altar similar to what you have around your neck, symbolic. You seem to have put away a lot of things that symbolize this, but take them out, put them on an altar, look at them every day, and hold it in your hands. And then the money will come to you of frequent, hold on, well, it will increase in frequency over time until finally you have everything you need to go about doing what you want to do, and it will come to you fairly easily. But for now, you just need to get the whole thing, the project going. You need to put out the symbolism in a literal sense so that you can look at it every day, feel it, touch it, know it, smell it in a sensory way, and then just continue. I get about a year to year and a half, most of the funding will be available to you to get going, which is pretty fast. I have a funny feeling you won't be staying in North Carolina as well. You don't want to stay there anyway. They're saying it's not good for your health there. I don't know why. They're saying it's really not the best place or ideal location for you. many other places to go to and be. There are greener pastures ahead, not to worry, everything is coming to you. You want to ask any detailed question about that, honey, before we go on to the next call?
Yes.
Go ahead.
And, well, as you know, I already relocated recently here, and I truly love the beauty here.
Oh.
I'm wondering what other place on earth would be so wonderful for me.
They're saying it's not good for your health where you are. Well, just to add, no, I don't know if it's literal, it could be emotional. I feel that you will start, don't take this as negative, but you will start to feel a little lost alone in the woods over time. It will start to feel disconnected. It's beautiful, yes. Let's see where it goes, because I feel that you will probably need to be out communicating directly with people more. Where you are now is sort of not going to be able to encourage that. So take it take it as you like, but that's what I'm getting. I feel that you're lost alone in the woods there. It's nice now, it's friendly now, but eventually you will want to be more in an urban setting, or maybe even perhaps go back and forth. This could be a retreat, if you will, but it feels a retreat, but it's not the ideal place for making the connections that you need to make. But that doesn't mean you need to leave the retreat. It just means that you have to complement it with something else. So it's not the complete package for you, is what I think I'm saying. Okay.
That's my plan, to have the two places.
Yeah, I feel the other one would be more urban or more connected with people around. This is good for recharging the battery, and that's good. Very good. But anyway, the money's coming. Excuse me? Oh, the other place you want by the beach? Okay, that's fine. Sounds good to me, love. Okay, so the money will come, bring out symbols of it, make it three-dimensional, focus on it every day. It's not going to take that long, about a year to year and a half. You're going to see some changes in movement. Okay? You're welcome.
God bless you.
I love you too. Bye. Bye-bye, Cindy, honey. Bye. Okay, going to Bobby Ray now, who's also made a donation. I'm trying to move quickly, but Spirit moves in Spirit's time. So if I get tongue-tied, I have to slow down. Bobby. Hi, Bobby. How are you, sweetie? Thanks for your donation. Yeah. So can I say your question? Is it okay? Yeah, I can. Yes, you said that some people have told you, maybe some readers or whatever, that you're an empath and you want to know how to develop that. Is that correct, love? I get it right? All right. Let's see. Bobby Ray, 231. You are an empath in part. You're also much more than that. You sense people's feelings. You take on their feelings quite a bit. That's an area that we would want to change that a little bit. It's good to have sensory equipment, but we don't want to be taking on other people's issues emotionally. But you are more than that in being a healer. In other words, you're supposed to be using your sense of people, sense of smell and touch. And as an empath is a clairsentient capability. So you're sensing things on a smell, touch, and also emotional level. That's what they're saying. And this can be useful when you're using healing gifts that you have, healing gifts in your hands. You have tried to use the gifts before, but what has happened is it's like putting your hand on the stove for you. You get, you feel things and it burns you. Now, would that make sense so far? Because I'm going to go to the solution. All right. That's very powerful, but hold on. So what they're telling me is with the proper grounding techniques, you will be able to go in and out of healing situations without hurting yourself. Grounding means literally doing an exercise where you are connecting you're opening up the crown chakra. You know what that is, right? That crown chakra above your head. Okay. And you're imagining that white light is coming in through that, going through your entire body, filling you with light, and then going out your feet and anchoring you to earth. That's a form of grounding, or that is one kind of grounding exercise. But putting yourself in the light and filling yourself with light will allow you to be sensitive, to sense, to touch, to feel, and also to act therapeutically with another in a healing capacity without taking on the energy of the other person. It's a shield, but it's not holding you back from feeling. And this will allow you to develop more in the empath category so that you will evolve from empath, which is holding the feeling emotionally mostly, into a clear sentience form where it will be more of a, you'll know you're getting it, but it won't overcome you physically. So clairsentience is a developed empath. Now, I just gave you some quick ideas. You also could take classes. You could take classes in healing. And also they're telling me to tell you to take classes in vibrational alignment of your heart and soul, clearing energy, vibration alignment, anything to do with energy healing is good for you. So classes and the exercise I gave you is just a beginning, really. Make sense? But you do have the gift.
I love crystals too. I got tons of crystals all right by me.
Oh, wonderful. They could be useful.
Things like call to me.
Yeah, well, crystals are fascinating. Crystals are fascinating. They conduct energy, they conduct it, they store information, as you know. And they can also be helpful in healing and also clearing your own vibration. But anyway, I gave one meditation to use, the white light, but you can use many others. You are an empath. You can evolve it into more clear sentience if you'd like through exercises and training and using the gift. And I think before I let you go, I think I need to say whether or not you want to use this, or I'm not asking you. I want to see what Spirit says if you should be doing this, what you should be doing with all of this. You know, is it something you should be using in your own work, or is it just something for fun? You should be doing this professionally, please. You should be using it professionally. It will allow you to break out of the shell and you're sort of locked in right now. You would like to do something new, and you do need to do something new. It could lead to some.
I've always liked helping people, and I thought with this, I can help them in a different way.
And it'll help you because you need this, and you need to do it as much as other people need you. So the answer is you can do it professionally. You need to work on it, develop it a little more. You have a lot of for it.
Yes.
You have a great sense of people, Bobby. People come to you for advice. They feel your healing energy. Right now, it drains you. With the right training, it won't.
Yeah.
With the right training, it won't. And also learning how to use your gifts is imperative for you in healing your own karma, your own soul, and where you're going in life, and also for abundance. It will release a level of abundance, financial even, that you've not had before. So give it a whirl. Go forward with it, my dear, okay?
Well, thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Just 1 second, please. We have another person who's made a donation. And that would be, I think it's a donation. Okay, hold on. And I will go, I have to take this one before you, Judy. And this is at 408. And Educator is the only name I'm getting here, which is an interesting name. The Pisces people, educator. And it's at 408. Hold on. 408. There it is. Hello there. And your name, please?
Hey, Laura, this is Ola. I put that in the PayPal thing, but I guess it didn't show up.
No, it just shows
Hi,
Ed.
Ola, O-L-A.
Oh, I know who you are, of course. Ola, we've spoken so many times. Ola has the name of my master guide. My master guide is Ola. I know, and her name is Ola. I just didn't recognize the phone number or anything. So I didn't see what the question was. A second, you wrote it down there. Ola, go ahead. What is your question? What is your question, darling? Go ahead. What is your question?
Oh, yeah. So, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I just had so I have an opportunity to join another team at my current job, but I'm also looking outside of my current job just because anything else would pay more outside of the current place I'm working in. So I was wondering if you think changing teams within the company would be good, or going outside the company. I don't know if you understand what I just said, but that's my question.
Well, you're asking me what's the right change to make more money? Either staying within the company and changing. You're thinking a change is needed because you obviously must know there's a dead end there. But you can either change team or you can leave the company. So let me go to that and see which one would be the most lucrative for you, my dear. Hold on. Leaving the company would offer you the greatest opportunity. There's something about being there that's like I feel like no excitement whatsoever, even if you left the team. I'm hearing
Yeah.
you, right? I'm hearing the words, been there, done that. You're trying to be nice with yourself. You're trying to think to yourself, well, I don't want to hop around that much. I want a loyal, I want to try something different. I don't want to move around as much because I've always been moving around, right? You're always jumping from this to that. Part of you must be thinking, well, maybe if I had stayed longer. But the answer is where you are is a big yawn. And no matter what team you go on, it's a big yawn. There's always obstacles there. And it's really not, it's not a robust place for opportunities. But leaving but now there's a bigger issue. And the issue is you keep leaving things and moving to something else. But everything seems to turn out to be the same in the end. Even though I feel that better opportunity elsewhere, we need to figure out what elsewhere, right? you know, so
Yeah.
I just want to see, I'm going to look at you energetically and see if I can give you an idea about who you are and where you could go, what you should do that would offer you the best opportunity. Ola 408. Well, part of the reason is because you're looking at jobs transiently. You know this about yourself. That's why you're bothering to ask the question. There's something about you and jobs. You don't want to dig in deep. You don't want to be dug in deeply with a job. Something about a job is like, oh, it pays the bills. I don't really want to get involved. You understand? And I remember we spoke about this a long time ago, but I'm just going to hold that on the side for a moment. I just want to complete the thought that if you think a job is something you really don't want in the long run, well, then of course you're going to actualize that principle. You're never going to have a job you fully like. You're certainly not going to look for a job that's heavy duty. But like, woo, I don't want anything too heavy duty. So what you really want is your own business. We talked about that before. So I'm going to remind you to focus on what this business looks like to you, how much you would make, what you would do it, what you would be doing in the business. If you do lack skills, you need to go get them. And I feel that you have just said to yourself, well, I can't do what I really want, but I also feel you have not fully fleshed it out. So if you don't really know what you want, you're never going to get what you want because you can't take the steps. It's up in the air. I feel you need more training to get what you want. I think doesn't mean you have to go back to school, but you do need to dig in deeply. And so you're suffering from lack of digging in deeply to something. That's what you're doing. All right, now let me just see. One other thing with you, Ola, for 408. Spirit says, what are you doing with your hair these days? They don't like your hair. I don't know what they mean by your haircut is a little bit holding you back at the moment. I think you don't like it either. Anyway, we don't want to wait for the hair. Spirit.
I was gonna color it, yeah.
Okay.
That's funny.
Oh, that is funny. They say the funniest thing because they're your
Oh my
friends. I'm
God.
talking to your guides. They know what's going on. Okay, so guides of Ola, what she should be doing with
Oh
her
my
life.
God.
Okay, so they're saying you need to like your life more. You need to light up each day when you wake up. You need to know what is passionate for you and you need to follow your heart. You're not allowing yourself to dig deeply into your heart, what you really want, because you're one of these people, which we're going to change, but you've been one of these people that is afraid to ask for what you want because you don't feel you're going to get it. Or if you do get it, it's not going to be what you thought it would be. And maybe it's going to be a lot of hard work. Not that you're against work, but you'd be miserable going there. So it's a catch-22. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So what is recommended is you do need to take some time every day to write down what you really want in life, love, what you really love, what you really want. You could call it, I'm going to make it real simple. Imagine I'm doing a little joy coaching with you. And imagine that the word joy stands for just open you. The first letter, joy, is journal. Journal on what gives you joy. Okay? The O stands for open activities that are supporting this joy. Take steps every day to do it. And the Y stands for you start to emerge. Your flow, your divine flow, your synchronicities, your passion, your prosperity. But you're not going to have that happen until you take time to do a little joy journaling, open your steps to support what you want. And then the why is for you to come through. And as I said all that, I had an idea about something for you, which might be on your path. And you may have said, I don't know if I really want to do this. But I believe you like things that have to do with the cosmetic industry and looking good, makeup, artistry, hair, makeup, even perhaps what we call photography, things around the visual arts that have to do with beauty and glamour. It makes you happy when you're around that. Does that resonate for you?
Yeah, I like creating things. I make videos and I art and stuff like that. Not so much makeup, but just art, like in Photoshop and stuff like that.
Well,
so I'm actually learning relearning Photoshop and all that fun stuff. So
okay, they're telling me though that you are
I can do that.
Are you okay? They're telling me that you are you're visually astute. You're very good with artistry. Well, you just said it yourself. You're very good with visually astute. But I see you in a glamour capacity, working with people, models, hair, makeup, all of that. So we'll see where all this goes. I don't know. Give it a whirl. See if it resonates.
Okay.
Yeah, see if it whirls. It works for you. But whatever you do needs to have this magic of artistry in it. So let's see where it goes. Okay. All right.
Thank you so much. This is very helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome, Ola. Take care, honey. Thank you. And the animals.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. The animals say thank you also. Bye.
Yes, thanks.
Okay. Going to Trudy, who has made a donation. Trudy, are you there? All right, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, honey, for calling in tonight. And Trudy is going to call me and make the donation later. And that's very much appreciated. It goes in part to help animals in a local charity to you and me where we live here in Florida, Trudy. So what are you? All right, honey. Do you want me to do an other side connection for you or what for this evening, honey?
I don't know. The other side or a psychic, I'm having problems with both. And I don't know which will come through.
Okay.
Maybe the other side.
Okay. Do you know why I see a woman with hairs on the shorter sides, fluffy and styled nicely? It looks like it's an auburnish, brownish, reddish color. She wears makeup. She's an attractive woman, a little older. Do you know anyone like that, sweetie?
I don't know. I just lost 4 friends in May.
Oh, did any of
I did, 4 friends.
all right? Did any of them wear their hair on the shorter sides? It's puffed up. It's dyed. She wears makeup. She looks good. She looks nice. But she's older, and her hair's got a little bit of a fringe of a bang. It's like a reddish color. Do you know anyone like that, please?
No, not really.
And what about on Earth? Did you lose a friend on Earth, like a girlfriend? I feel loss of friends.
I lost 2 girlfriends this month.
And they're not dead.
Actually, 3.
Okay, let me just
I
ask.
lost.
Let me just ask it a different way, honey. I'm asking you if there's a living friend, not deceased, that you had an argument with. And this is the
No,
what?
but we made up.
Good. Is that the woman I see with the reddish brownish hair? I think that's her. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I see her in front of me. Does she wear her hair like that, honey? Can you please ask that?
Yes, sometimes she has bangs. Yes.
All right, that's the first thing they're talking to me about. But you've made up with her because that was one of the things you asked me last time and I wasn't able to answer. So you showed me a picture of her. All right, well, that's good. I'm glad you have her in your life and that that's not over with. So what? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to go to spirit realm. Let's see who we can bring in for you. See if anybody wants to come in. All right, the first thing I'm getting is someone that both you and this friend seem to know. It feels like a male. It could be your son, because you know your son's in spirit, or it could be, I don't know if she knew your son, but I do see a male. I think it is your son that I see. He was, we already went through this. I already know he was in his 40s, right, when he died, or he wasn't that, yeah, 43, yeah, and then he was good looking. He wears a suit to work.
Okay.
Yeah, he wore a suit to work. He's a very calm exterior, very hardworking individual, loved his family very much. I know he died of cancer because this was all validated before. I'm just repeating some of it to see if we can pull in anything new or if there's somebody else near him in the spirit realm. Okay, so he's here saying hello to you. He's giving you, well, Mother's Day just passed. He's giving you a gift for Mother's Day. And it looks, let's see if I could see what it is he wants to give you. There's something like it's like a chalice, or no, it's not a chalice. It's like almost a magic wand, but it's gold. It's something gold he's giving you. It looks like a long piece of gold that he's handing you. I don't know if you got anything that was gold or if this has any significance to you,
No,
but I do see.
I didn't get anything gold.
All right, that's fine. But I see him giving you something gold. So I'm going to continue. I want to try to bring you some new evidence that you can relate to so you have a validation of him. Okay. Okay. Did he ever have any problems with his teeth before he transitioned? His teeth, a lot of problems with his
Younger. When he was younger, he had braces.
All right, well, that's probably what he's trying to show me, but let me continue with him. Okay. Please give your mother some validation so she knows you're here, besides all this beautiful stuff you've shown us. Okay, would you understand the color blue is important to you, like a favorite color?
Oh my God, yes. The street slept on while he was here, sick.
Oh, okay, because she
At my
said,
house.
all right, well, that's your validation. It says blue is a very favorite color of yours. Are you still there, Trudy? Trudy, honey, are you still there? I think I got her. Darn! She got knocked off again. Okay, Trudy, if you're still listening, That was your validation. At least you got a validation. I'm so sorry. For some reason, Trudy keeps getting knocked off. I don't know why. But anyway, maybe another day we'll finish that up for her. But thank you, son of Trudy, for coming in. Every little word that you give her, every little piece of evidence you give her means so much to her. Let her know that you love her and that you're around her and that you've not gone. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just make sure there's no other donations. If there are, all right, nothing there. Okay, good. So now what I'm going to do is just simply go to see who's been waiting longest. I have some people I have where the heck did it go? I'm looking for the radio show, everybody online. Oh, here it is. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to go in first. This is first in, first out, everybody. People who've been waiting the longest are the ones that come to. And it looks like we have somebody here who's been waiting a very long time, Wendy. Hi, Wendy.
Oh, hi. Thank you for taking my call.
Of course, my pleasure and honor to work with you. What can Spirit do for you this evening, Wendy?
Well, I've been on a little bit of a medical leave while my hearing aids are fixed, and I returned to my job on the 19th day of this month. I'm going to get a new supervisor. Her name is Christina. She seems very kind and is always smiling. Her team lead in the call center is a different story, though, Tracy. And meanwhile, I'm applying at other jobs, Versant and Delta Dental, their call center.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt you for a second, honey. Wendy, honey, please do not give me a lot of background because it's better. Yeah, just go to the question. And then if I need more information, sometimes I do, then I will ask you, but you don't want to influence me. So go ahead and just get to the question, love. Go ahead and ask me the question then.
What do you see employment-wise for me?
Okay, and I would assume then you're asking if you should leave or stay there as part of that. So that's how I'm going to start the question. You don't want to leave?
Another offer at this time.
All right, so let's see. I'm going to ask, will the job work out for you the way it is right now? And then information will come from that. You will get ahead in this job. It's really not as hard as you think it is just because you've come back from leave. Everything seems a bit overwhelming. There's a lot of, they give me the word industrial energy around the place. A lot of talking, a lot of activity, people coming in. That kind of energy around you is very tiring and very confusing, but eventually you will adjust to it and everything is going to work out just as you're hoping and anticipating. Now, you were asking about supervisor and you said there was somebody else there. I think I need to look at whether or not your supervisor will remain there or what will work. That's the one that annoys you. Okay, can I take a look at that? Is that appropriate? All right, let's see. Will she stay or go, or how's that going to work out for her? So the first part of the question is everything's going to work out. You're going to like it there soon. You'll adjust. Second thing is the supervisor. Give me her initials, please.
First initial K like kite. Second initial M like money.
Okay. She's just looking at you a lot right now to see how you adjust to the workload. But she will eventually leave you alone and alleviate some of the stress that you're under. I also feel that she does have a compassionate heart and will not leave you to die alone on the vine, so to speak, that she will be providing you help and adjustment assistance so you can work better in the job. And I feel that she's also going to take you out of the line of fire and put you in sort of an adjunct position there that will allow you to get the work done on time and relieve you of a lot of stress. So she's actually doing something that's cooperative versus harmful to you. Now, I know in work, sometimes if managers do something that's helpful to an employee, it can be taken as a negative because they could look, because you might say to yourself, well, now they're going to say I needed help. You know what I mean? So I need to look at that. You know, she won't say that. She really is a person who is more into getting the best out of her employees, or the ones under her, not her employees, but the ones working for her, than it seems. So actually, they're suggesting that she's there to help, and she is trying to help you. She seems a little annoying at times, or a little bit difficult to get along with, but she's just trying to get the job done. So take a different attitude about it. She's really not out to get you. She's just out to get the work done. And in that, she will be moving you slightly laterally to something a little different. It's not quite as tedious and difficult, not quite as strenuous on you, until you get adjusted a bit. And then she will be moving you more into the line of fire again, where you'll be directly dealing with people coming in and having to get things done very rapidly and quickly. You will like the pace after a while, and it will not bother you as much. You're going to be quite successful in the job and quite a winner. I can see you almost saying, I'm hot stuff. You're going to be doing really, really well there. And I feel that you will be moving up the ladder versus just staying there and stagnating forever. The job is hard, and that's part of the reasons why you want to be there, because with a difficult job, there's lots of opportunity ahead for you. You are suited for the position you're in. You just need a little time to adjust. And that's going to work out for you. So be positive about it. Okay?
That's very nice of you.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. I have no reason to say it on my own. The Spirit is telling you to be very positive about it, because it is a very positive place for you. And everything is going to work out really, really, really well. Okay?
Will I get another offer from another company?
I thought you said that wasn't a possibility. I mean, you don't want to leave there. Didn't you say that a moment ago? I'm only saying what you said.
Well, I'm hoping that my new supervisor will be a breath of fresh air. I've been abused in the past. And so I just want to go in and do my job, and I want to be comfortable and go home.
Okay. Well, listen to the, you can play this back, it's on Blog Talk Radio. Listen to it again. All the information was already stated. It actually is going to be pretty darn good for you. Not to worry. Okay, my dear?
Very much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome, honey. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in. Okay, moving to, Ray. How did that happen, Ray? It was one of the first callers. Ray, how are you, honey? Hi, honey. Thank you for hanging in there. Go ahead and give me your question, love.
Thank you very much for taking my call.
My pleasure. What is the question, love?
Going to the last one is career-wise, what you see on the next months. Just unemployed, and someone
All right, sure. And thank you for staying on the line so long. Everybody, he was there since 1:45 and so was Wendy. You've all been so patient. So you're unemployed now. You're at 916, Ray, 916 area. I use that as vibration, Matt. You have to start opening up doors for yourself. You can't just sit home and think about it. We want you as your guys to get more energetic in the process. There's something about healing that goes into this. Healing your past. I'm going to give you why they're saying that. Without healing the past, you cannot move forward to the future. And you are looking back in the past or thinking about the past, but not moving towards the future. Do not let past hindrances, past losses, stop you from thinking of yourself in a way that can get the job you want. All doors are opening for you. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry if a door will open. What you need to do is get out and get going. Even if it means leaving the house in the morning, going to a coffee shop and looking for jobs right there out of your house. The reason is staying home is not good for your energy level. You need to enforce upon you a bit of discipline to step out of the box that you've put yourself in. With this process, you will find that you will be alleviated from this jobless state to something new very shortly. Take whatever comes along at first, but keep looking till you get the one you really want. I feel a lot of negativity around you when you think about doing a job you don't like, you don't want, it's really not who you are. But they're saying it's okay to do that and continue to look for what you want, because once you start working, you'll feel different energy wise. You'll feel more energetic. Even the fact of being in a job that you hate will give you more energy than having no job. It's great having something to complain about. I know that sounds funny, but when you have something to complain about, it motivates you. I mean this for you, and it's probably true for a lot of people, but for you in particular, it's coming from spirit for you. So get out of the house, get going, get any job, and continue looking till you get the right job for you, which is a very specific line of work that you're used to doing from the past. It's detail oriented, feels white collar, and you're very organized, you're very fastidious, you're almost like extremely detail oriented, and that's the kind of work you should do ultimately. But for now, do anything just so that you get yourself moving again. Make sense? You're welcome, love. God bless. Get out the house. You'll get a job. Bye, honey. Thanks, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, going to Tamika. Hold on, Tamika. I got to open the line. There she is. Good, love. How are you? Hi.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask about,
Okay, let's see. All right. All right, so it's a workers' compensation lawsuit. Is that what you would call this, love? All right. All right, don't tell me anything else. Don't tell me anything else. Okay, don't tell me anything else, love. So, so the question is, will it come through? Then will it come through by July? And then the third part is, will it come through with the amount that you're hoping? All right, so all right, will it come through? Yes or no? Is workers' compensation for Tamika? Yes or no? It will come through. And it will come through in a timely fashion, just as you've hoped. Will it come through by July, please? Or later? They said timely, but I'm going to pin them. I'm pinning spirit down. Because you pinned me down, Tamika. All right, let's see. By July, yes or no? Yes, well, some of it. What I get is that you're going to probably hear what the settlement is, but you may not get the money till October. So the money's going to, you'll hear about the settlement, but you won't get it. You won't get the money right away. So, but you'll know your mind will be settled about it, and that'll be good. Now let me just see if it'll come through to the level that you're hoping for the overtime, and they asked on the high end all these other things to go with it. The lawyers did. Yeah. All right. Will they get at the high end or the mid? I'm going to make it into 3 choices. Under what you're hoping. And I'm going to make it like, a disappointment to, it's okay, but and then the third thing is the high end, which is like the real frothy thing, which is the one you're hoping for. Okay. Now, before I go psychic, that probably you're not going to get the frothy thing, because very, very rarely does it happen. I just say, okay. So 1, 2, 3, and which door, Spirit, will we open for this? Probably at par, meaning that you're going to get probably under all the frothy stuff, but you're not going to get a lot less. You're going to get a fair wage of compensation, but I don't believe all the other things like overtime and all that other. So it's more, but it's actually quite a win because they could have gone lower, but that was not that will not be accepted by the judge. Lower. These people need to be fairly compensated for the losses that they had. There'll be some grievances held by the other side, the two companies, and then it looks like the judgment is going to be more like in a mid-range, not the low, not the real high, but more in the mid-range. And you will be happy with the compensation. Oh, wow. Well, you will be happy with the compensation. Yeah. There's something about, oh, all right. And I feel you have children. I feel a son around you. And somehow all this money is going to be very useful to your family. So it's all good. Oh, okay, perfect. And it's not your own children. Yeah, I see the word I wrote before I even had your answer was children. I had written it down. Feel children around you. So you're getting it for your niece and nephew. And yeah, everything is going to work out, my dear, for your highest good. So all that prayer, honey, is going to be answered. Okay? Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay, I want to thank you all for tuning in this evening. I'm sorry that I lost Trudy twice. Trudy is a lovely woman who has lost her son, and I think, yeah, if she's cried with me on the phone. It's been very traumatic for her, as many of you have had trauma in your life. So I always try to help her out as best I can. So anyway, I hope that I hear from her on the phone. Thank you all for calling in. I appreciate all of you. I wish you all well, and I look forward to working with you next Monday. Again, if you call in 15 minutes before the hour, which is 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you have a better chance of being spoken with. If you make a donation at spiritmediumtv.com, if you make that donation, then you are guaranteed that I will speak with you. Or you can book a private session. What a concept. Booklaura.com. That's how you do that. Have a great evening, everybody. Namaste.